Now, here is an example of Brookfield's almost complete development at 33rd and 9th Avenue. Beautiful building. They're developing the whole block, so it's going to be magnificent once they're done. And right next to all these developments are many of the other projects of Hudson Yards. That's why it's so perfect for Brookfield to have developed that project. And the master plan for Hudson Yards also is to not have just one developer doing everything. Because what if a developer all of a sudden realizes they can't go on? That would be a problem too. So the city and the other developers realize it's good to have really strong other developers also involved in creating part of this grand plan. Just takes a lot of capital, a lot of focus, a lot of time, a lot of planning, so it's good when other key developers are involved. And here we have a closer view of the Brookfield development. What a beautiful job they have done. 33rd and 9th Avenue. It's a masterpiece. Just a great, great accomplishment on Brookfield's part. Here we'll take a closer look at the beautiful lobby inside. And here, when you see these buildings too, a little bit further back, you can tell this whole area is ripe for development. This corner here, you can bet someone has their eyes on those buildings. They're gonna want those buildings because a big tower can go up there, just like that went up for Brookfield. I'm sure there are people who know that. That's my theory why this smaller building went up, because what the owners probably didn't want of that lot, because the lot kind of went into bankruptcy, someone else came along and bought it up. But when you put a development there, now the value increases. So you can ask for a lot more money, other than leaving just an empty lot. Because what ends up happening, a lot of the very powerful developers come along and they say, look, we want your lot, and this is how much we're going to pay. And if you don't pay us, a lot of times eminent domain can be used by the city and the state, especially in regards to Hudson Yards. Like, this is where the city and the state is very much behind development. So a smaller owner of land might be pushed out. So to prevent that, you want to develop it. But this is going to be really great for anyone, because this whole area is just being redeveloped. As you can see from the buildings in the distance, which are part of Hudson Yards, it's going to be a fantastic piece of work here. Look at the courtyard here that they have. That's a part of the deal that the developer has with the city. They allot public space, and Brookfield is a really, really great developer. High marks all across the board, all over the world. This is Brookfield's development. They're going to develop the whole block. And here, another view of the beautiful entryway to the Brookfield development. A lot of work was put into this building. What an impressive entryway. At least 5 stories tall for the entryway. And you should have seen the construction of the entire building. Just massive. Really, really well built. But that is typical of Brookfield. And look at this beautiful courtyard. For the tenants, this is going to be really fantastic. 1 block away from Penn Station. So that makes it very, very convenient. And then right next door, they're putting up another massive new building too. It's under development right now. And you can see Brookfield has the other property in the back and the Eugene apartments that they put up here. So it's just a fantastic operation that they're doing here. And still another view from 32nd Street and 9th Avenue of this Brookfield development. And you can see the other part of the project that is going up here right next to that new building that Brookfield has. But all part of the massive development of the block. And that's what you're going to see right here at 32nd and 9th Avenue, another massive new development also. They actually closed off an entire street to allow for the project to be more easily done. And you can see here the street being closed off. That whole street, 32nd on 9th Avenue, is closed off so construction can proceed on this massive other development. And the thing to remember that these were rail yards that were covered up, and it took them a while to actually put the platform on top of the rail yards. It's a good use of space for the city and good use for everyone. Extra tax revenue coming in, and what a great new building that went up here.